Back to your WCNC weather impact forecast. And we want you to be weather aware as storms move in. Take a look at the ballpark in Canales. The team off tonight, but back in action tomorrow. Let's bring in Chris. He's got another check of that forecast. So how bad are these storms we're talking about?
This is the best storm chance that we've had in quite some time, Ben, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be earth-shattering. Something that we're pretty much used to seeing, but some of them could provide some gusty winds that, hey, you might be spending your Friday picking up some large branches or maybe some minor storm damage. We're looking at a high of 93 degrees, though. Let's start with the temperatures. It has been ungodly hot recently, where we've had a lot of high temperatures in the mid-90s, and breaking it down a little bit further, here's the 90s that we've seen so far. We've been at 90 degrees plus 27 times. The most popular 90s has actually been 1995, or not the actual year, but 95. And then we are looking at adding this to at least the 92, 93 column again for today. So the lower 90s still better than the mid to the upper 90s that we've otherwise had. Our severe weather risk, you can see it, all this yellow representing a low chance, but there is a medium threat the further east that you go. And that's just because it's a better chance that some of these thunderstorms could start to bow a little bit. So our severe weather threats are mainly going to be if any individual cell pops, I would say really between 2 and 5. That's going to be where you have the highest hail potential. Once they start clustering together, you're looking at a better wind threat where wind gusts will exceed 60 miles per hour. I showed you this earlier. The window of opportunity is really 2 to 8 o'clock for strong thunderstorms, especially late afternoon heading into the evening. So anyone in the yellow here, pretty much our entire WCNC viewing area, will have a chance for a severe thunderstorm or two. Now, we've already seen a severe thunderstorm warning back-to-back days. There's a chance that we could have a few of them now. And the main setup, it's another hot and humid day, but we have this stationary front that's parked right over the area. That's going to drive up more showers and thunderstorms. And as I mentioned, some areas off towards the east could have what's called a bow echo. I think we're only going to get to about stage 1 to 2 in our area, but once it swings further off towards the east, it can start to bow a little bit more, and that increases your severe weather threat. Here's a look at our future cast. So opening the window of opportunity right around 2 o'clock, 2 to 4, you're seeing a few scattered thunderstorms. I think one storm turns to 2 to 4, and they really start to multiply as different outflow boundaries are popping up new storms. Once you get to about 3 o'clock, that's where I want you to be weather aware for the greater Charlotte area. I think it's that 3 to 6 o'clock time frame that's the onset of our first storms. And we're going to keep that window open until the sun sets. You're noticing a decent amount of storms now stretching in between the I-85 and I-40 corridor, really between about that 5 to 8 o'clock time frame. You still have a chance for a severe thunderstorm to be outside of this 8 o'clock window that I have set. But I think things really start to weaken from about 8 to 10, and then you might hear some distant rumble of thunder leading up as late as midnight. Today is going to be the hottest day that we have over the next 10. We're back down into the mid to the upper 80s, which is going to be a nice break. Still feeling super humid, but we're keeping our rain chances around. Where our hourly forecast tomorrow, I think you're going to see more storms develop in the afternoon, but certainly a lot more heading into the evening. Check out tomorrow. We're seeing some scattered rain showers develop anytime between about that 2 to 8 o'clock time frame. But it's really that 6 to 10 o'clock range that I think we see the most widespread just thunderstorms in general, and there could be a stronger thunderstorm in there, even though there's no specific designation per the Storm Prediction Center. For your Saturday, if you have any plans, this is actually one of the better days to be storm-free. We're looking at, I think, a clear window up until about 2 o'clock. Then we start to see isolated thunderstorms mid to late afternoon, but you don't see as much on the map. I think it's mainly going to be more of an evening event on Saturday, say if you're planning on having a pool day. That's the day that I would bet on, because I think you have more moisture and a higher storm threat for your Sunday. Heading into next week, we have the mid-80s.